You said you're married. How long have you been married?
20 years.
All right. You how old again?
I will let you guess.
I don't play these games. You'll either answer my questions or bid you a good night.
43.
Okay. One thing I don't do is I don't do these things. I don't know you, so you've been married.
We all know this. Keep going.
Well, all right. How old are you?
35.
What's the feedback?
Do you have some?
No, you said no fair, but you have feedback.
Oh, I do. I have been married for quite some time.
You still married?
I am.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm not your average. And in that, I mean, I am not your average. I'm not your average black woman in what you would find. I am, I play in all types of arenas. I work in those arenas. I work in all of those.
Okay, how about this? Do me a favor.
Okay.
What the hell are you talking about, lady? You're not the average black woman. You play in all types of arenas. What are these arenas? You sound like you're under the influence, or you're intoxicated, or something's going on here, and you keep, But anyway,
talk to me like I'm 4 or a cocker spaniel, because you're not really saying anything.
No.
Okay.
I'm not your average black woman. I'm not your average black woman. I play in arenas. I work in arenas. I work in all those arenas. That's nothing.
Fair enough. Let me say this. Whenever most people don't expect to be selected, I was selected. And so I did not expect that at all. So let's go. Ask and I shall answer.
Well, I just wonder what your feedback was. You were talking in the comment section. So you said you're married. How long have you been married?
20 years.
All right.
35, right? That's what she said? 35, and you've been married 20 years? You got married when you were 15? Very interesting. Let's continue.
You said you're how old again?
I will let you guess.
I don't play these games. You'll either answer my questions.
Y'all know Kevin don't do that with those guessing games. Guess. He'll hang up on your ass real quick. So you're under the influence of something, because now we're doing the math here, and your math doesn't make sense. Why are you gonna come in here lying?
So I'll bid you a good night.
43.
Okay. One thing I don't do is I don't do these things. I don't know you, so you've been married.
We all know this. Keep going.
Well, why do you watch my show?
Certain things that you say, not everything, and a lot of people that I speak to don't, and I'm like, no.
Do you have any children?
I've been preaching some
Do you
of.
have any children? Do you have any children?
I do.
How many?
3.
3. You watch my show. You're a married woman with 3 children because you agree with some of the things I say. What do I say that you agree with?
How we should carry ourselves, how we should treat our men, how we have basically lost ourselves. I'm in for that. I agree with that. I've been saying that for years.
Well, what don't you agree with?
What don't I agree with? I'm not. I can't give you that tonight. I can't give you that.
Well, I will say this though: you've gone from 35 to 43, just like that. That's amazing.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't like liars. It's the modern woman, y'all. It's a modern woman. She's married 20 years, but she's 35. Oh, 43. Oh, guess. Seemed too good for you.
Yeah.
Whoever your husband is, God bless him. If you're really married, doubtful.
That does sound suspect. You know, it sounds like you're in the bed. You may have had a few glasses of wine. You're waiting. Because a lot of these ladies, this is what we need to think about. A lot of these ladies are in a queue waiting to talk to Kevin, waiting to get this need for attention fulfilled that he's able to do, even if he is basically like going in on them, you know, and roasting them, and they're making themselves look crazy. It's still attention, if you guys understand. And you guys, we all see this.
Many women watch my show because they know they've run their lives into a ditch and they're too prideful and too egotistical to actually really seek the help. So they're really trying, a lot of women are trying to do their own work, and which is, you're going to realize you can't do the work yourself. You need somebody to do it. But see, women who truly want a better outcome check their ego. And see, being pretty is one thing, but having pretty and an ego won't work. Because pretty fades.
That's a hell of a combination, because like you said, well, after that pretty fades, that ego still stays, and this is where that cognitive dissonance comes in at. If it doesn't hit you early, you're gonna encounter it later. And you just can't comprehend why the lights are no longer bright like they used to be. And that ego is being pretty and an ego. Bro, yeah, that beauty. One thing, the wall is undefeated, guys. We all know this. It seems like all men know it, but women don't really think it's a real thing.
Value doesn't. I will say this to men and women alike. Anytime you deal with a woman who has ego, leave.
Right.
It's going to end up badly. Ego with selfish courage with some, but at the end of the day, it's all selfish.
Right.
If you run into a woman who is pretty and it's all about her, selfish, leave. Whether it's overt or not, leave. Meaning, I will tell you this. Here's what you do. I often talk about this. Everyone, I think, should audit their situations, audit your friendships, audit your interactions. And if you're dealing with anybody outside of a business where you're doing more in a situation to maintain a relationship, pull back and allow the people to catch up. Because one of the main things with people is we get into a pattern and we teach each other how to treat each other.
Yeah, for sure.
We teach people how to treat us. So at the end of the day, guys, if you talk about dealing with pretty women, make a pretty woman work like she's not pretty. Let's just be real. If she's pretty, make her work like she's.
And that's why you should treat all women the same, guys. You should treat all women the same, from a 1 to a 10. She's still a woman. She's still a human being at the end of the day. The cashier to the woman that's busting the tables, treat all women the same. What you should be kind, should be a gentleman, you should be understanding, but the level of your understanding, the extent of your understanding goes to the point of intimacy that you have with this person. And we know when I say intimacy, I'm not talking about anything sexual. The level of intimacy determines your understanding at the end of the day.
Like she's ugly. Don't look at her. Look at how she makes you feel. That's what I tell my clients all the time. Don't look at her. Look.
And that's hard for a lot of dudes. And I've said this on countless other videos. That's so hard for guys to do, is they think they get caught up in the sex, and the sex may be even subpar or not the best. They get caught up in, I got this dime piece, I got this trophy on my arm, even though she's got a horrible mouth, even though she says emasculating things, even though she may be a complete idiot. and can't carry on a conversation to save her life, is not cultured, cannot talk about contemporary or current events. But because she's pretty, you'll put up with all this stuff, even down to cheating, abuse, violence, all this other crazy, all these red flags guys will look past.
How she makes you feel. If she doesn't make you feel like the one, and understand what I'm saying, you're in control of your own feelings. But how a person interacts with you, you can't do anything about that. If they don't know how to interact with you, bounce them. And if they want to do better, they will learn you.
Right.
See, that's the thing about pretty, privileged, and honored women today. Pretty women used to learn that they had to work. Destroy the halo effect. Yes. Do I believe what I'm saying? I believe this. Yeah. Let me help you out. Hold on. Let me get this person out. Bye-bye. See, and the problem is this. Just like if you had to make yourself a high value man, understand something. You started somewhere. No one in your life should be more important than your purpose and your mission. He said, and here's the thing, guys, if you're not willing to lose, you don't need to get her. Men need to do this as well.